Welcome back to UAV drone design. In the last tutorial we created this lower rear tail, and then there's one thing that we forget to do is connect this one to the body, so it's one surface. Okay, so one thing I did, I went in here and I changed this projection line. I changed it into a split line, so it's instead of done this line, it's now a split line, not a projection line, so then we can delete some faces on that. Okay, so I already showed you in the previous tutorial how to do that. So let's go in there so we can see inside what's going on. So let's go to section view and then adjust it so you can see inside. Okay, that's good. One more thing, if you go into the section view and if you want to flip between lower and upper, you just come over here where there's two arrows and it flips from, you see the bottom section or the top section. Okay, so let's check that and then come in here. And what we want to do is we want to delete this face, and the only way you're gonna be able to delete this face if your sketch is splitted onto the actual face. So it won't work if you projected the curve. So let's go to delete face, and then we're going to choose this face and this face, and we're going to press OK. All right. So now we can see through that wing part. Okay, so let's go to knit. Let's knit the wing to the body and press OK on that. And then we need to cap up this end part. So let's go to planar face. Let's choose this edge and that edge, and that gives a nice cap on there. And let's knit that together to the body and that there. Press OK, and that's perfect. So it is one now, again one surface. Okay, all right, so let's come out of section view. Okay, and then let's see what is next that we're going to create on this plan. So we created this wing, the tail wing, and then the main wings, and what we have on these wings is these little flap moving mechanical devices. Yeah, so let's go create these, and then let's go create these and then mirror them over. Okay, so let's go back to SolidWorks. And let's go back to our display state, and let's see if that shows us where these things are located. It doesn't, so we're just gonna go by looking at from the picture that is here. So as you can see, somewhere about here and one here, so we're just gonna eyeball that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to need a plane that goes from here, so somewhere down here. If you add a plane somewhere down here, you could sketch on from this plane up. It would still add the projection, but it would change some of the geometry. So instead of doing that, I like to just create my own plane. So let's sketch on this plane here. Let's go back to our display state. Okay, so let's create a construction line, and we want to project this way up. Okay, so let's somewhere there, and we can also grab that, and it will give us the perfect perpendicular plane that we are looking for. So we are not projecting from here. From here is perfectly perpendicular. Okay, let's exit that sketch. Okay, and then we're going to go to plane, sketch, select this line and this line, press OK on that. Okay, and now we're going to sketch on this plane. And as we watched on the picture here, right, one of these mechanical parts is somewhere around here and one of them is here. So let's create one here and then we add the other one here. Okay, so let's have a look at, I want to see if it sticks out or it's not sticks out. So let's have a look at that. Oh, it doesn't stick out, of course. So yeah, it comes in about that because the flap is gonna be about that much. So let's draw a flaps reference line here. So let's determine how our flaps is going to be. Right, okay. So it comes up from about here, right, and it comes in this direction. I have a feeling that it's perpendicular, parallel to that. Not that much, no, it's not. Okay, so let's eyeball. There is something about here, and I'm going to leave this line here so we can make sure the flaps is at the same place on the other end. And okay, so let's add another line here just to make sure. Okay, and then we're going to add a dimension on these 2 points, and that point is 3.25 degrees, and the distance between these 2 points is 6.60. Okay, let's make it 7. Okay, that looks better. Okay, so now we have this measurement always for creating on the other end. Here, press OK on that. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to create a straight line, and then we're going to create a, let's have a look at this picture again. Right, okay, so we're going to create something like an oval shape here. Okay, and in that oval shape we will introduce, or we're going to create a line and then an half oval shape, and then that will create a surface, and then we mirror it over, and then we create that shape that we are looking for. Okay, so let's sketch a center line. Yeah, okay, so let's sketch a center line somewhere about here. And this thing is quite kind of straight, and we can grab one of these. Oh, that looks good. Yeah, that's a very straight thing. Exit that, and then we're going to create our spline. And then we're going to, let's see how far we go up. Not that far, probably halfway. Somewhere about, yeah, exactly halfway. And then we come in here and we're just going to manipulate this spline that we have. I'll pull it a bit closer. And then let's see how that looks. I don't think it's a, yeah, it's a sharp edge, sort of sharp edge, sort of a, I think something like that. And then we're going to add a relation to this handlebar, and we're going to make it vertical. And then also we're going to put this, Control Z to put it back, yeah. And we're just going to probably pull this out about here. just to create that shape. I pull this back a little bit. Something like that. And then we mirror it over. It's gonna come about here. Let's put it back in. And then we mirror over here. It comes out here. Okay. And then, yeah, let's mirror that entity. And then mirror it about here. That looks good. Okay, let's have a look at our picture again. Okay. So as you can see, the first one is actually, I think it's closer to the body. Is it closer to the body? I think it's closer to the body. Let's see if I can move it closer in any way. Let's get out of this. Let's get this out. Sketch. Let's move this up. Okay, and let's try to move this down now. Closer to the body. Yes, we can. And then let's have a look at again our picture. Yeah, that looks good. And then move it up a little bit more. Somewhere about halfway. And then we can pull this one out a bit more. Okay, that looks good to me. Okay, let's mirror this over. And then we're going to mirror it over here. Okay, and we can still manipulate this here just to get it to where we want it. And pull it down a little bit more. Something like that. Okay. And then we're going to close the sketch in. Somewhere there. We're going to trim out this. Okay. So now it is one close sketch. We're not going to split this one because that would cut our wings. We're going to project this curve onto our wing. Okay, so let's do that. So we still got 2 minutes. Okay, so let's project this curve onto our plane. So project the plane, project the curve. Let's project this one onto this face. And then let's see our arrow. Okay. Reverse projection. Let's add our projection. The sketch is not suitable to create projection. It has more than one open close surfaces. Okay, so we need to go back into the sketch. And try to get rid of some. Oh, there you go. That was the problem there. Okay. All right. So let's do it now. So let's go back to exit the sketch. Okay. So project the curve. We're going to project this one. We're going to go project it onto this face. There you go. Our little arrow shows up.